In this video, I'll be explaining stimulus, response, and tropism. Homeostasis is our first word, and here's our definition for homeostasis. The definition is process which organisms maintain a relatively stable internal environment. Our second word of the video is stimulus, and here's the definition of stimulus. A change in environment that brings forth the response. If you don't understand this, I'm going to break it down. So here we go. So here's the breakdown of stimulus. Stimulus, it's like saying why do animals do what they do? Or it could be a fancy way of cause and effect in the animal world. Here's the next word. Our next word is Thigmotropism. And now we're going to tell you the definition of Thigmotropism. Alright, here it is. The definition is a plant's response to touch. Now here we go, we're going to break this down. As you may see in this picture, this is an example of tropism. Now you probably have seen this around maybe a little garden, in your backyard somewhere. But the little vine wraps around the fence. Like I said, this is an example of tropism. Now here's our next word. Our next word is gravity, which is the stimulus that causes geotropism. Here it is. Now, you may have also seen this happen. You see a plant knocked over, but it's still growing. That is an example of geotropism, which gravity is happening. But that's how the roots are being pulled down and the plant is still growing. Now, here's our next word. So, the word is touch. Now, here's our definition or our breakdown of touch. So, basically, like what I was saying earlier about the vine wrapping around the fence, which is being the fence line is touching the vine, which is making it wrap around. I'm not sure how long it'll take for the vine to wrap around the fence, but just to let you know, it's a very long time. The next word is internal stimulus. Now, here is the breakdown and the definition of internal stimulus. So, the word means how an organism feels from inside the body. So this can mean, for humans, it'll be love, hunger, pain. For animals, it'll be most likely the same thing as humans. And for plants, it'll be overwatering or lack of water, which could lead to wilting. It can also be lots of things for plants, if they need more, sun energy. So yeah, here's our next word of the video. Our next word is geotropism. Now here's a breakdown and definition of geotropism. So I actually kind of broke this down earlier, but I'll break it down again. It's where the plant falls over and the root is still growing and the plant is still, and the gravity makes the plant grow still. So that's pretty much the breakdown. Here's our next word of the video. We got the definition. The definition is a plant's response to gravity. Next word is external stimulus. Now here's the breakdown definition of the word. The definition is how an organism feels from outside the body. So here are those feelings. They can feel temperature, they can feel sunlight, they can feel being touched, chemicals, they can feel gravity, and water. Our next word is fight or flight. This is the breakdown and definition of this word. An instinctual reaction in an organism when their survival is threatened. So basically, in other words, it's either fight or run away in any type of organism. Okay, so let's just say that you're this guy. And then you see this guy that wants to fight you. So, would you want to fight that guy? Or would you run away from your threat? So this is what lots of animals go through. Lots of humans too. Not plants, obviously. Our next word is tropism. And here's our definition and breakdown of tropism. So our definition is a growth response of a plant towards or away from a stimulus, which the definition of this means the breakdown is like, for example, how the plant grows up to the sunlight and how the roots always grow down. This word is phototropism. I'm about to break it down and give you the definition of this word. The definition is a plant's response to a light source, which is basically means like how like it grows, like photosynthesis. And don't forget that its stem grows towards the light source. It's like, yeah. So if you put a plant towards maybe like in the window where the sun is lighting on it, or maybe like in front of a lip, chances are the stem will bend. The next word is turgor pressure. So here's the definition of this word. The definition is the pressure of water pushing the vacuole against the cell wall of a plant, allowing the plant to stand up. Now, to break it down, here we go. Boom! So, in both of these pictures, this is what happened this was happening inside of the plant in order to make it stand up. So, next one. The next word is light. We're going to explain it, and break it down for you guys. So, here we go. The definition of that word is the stimulus that causes phototropism. So basically, like I was saying earlier, it is when like a light source goes towards the plant and makes it grow. So basically, that's what light does, obviously. Next one. So our next word is chemical energy. Now here's a breakdown and definition. Let's go. So the definition is energy that is stored somewhere. So here's our breakdown. So this diagram right here should help you out like by understanding where the energy goes and where the energy comes out of. So yeah, next word. Our next word is mechanical energy, which we're going to break it down and explain it. So here we go. So basically, this is like an example of mechanical energy because wind is used to power all these turbines. So yeah, that defines our word mechanical energy. Let's get to the next word. It's seed emerge, which we're gonna be telling you what it means and what it does, like how it helps plants. So here we go. The definition is shell due to turgor pressure. So, if you see this happening, this is an example of seed emerge. Okay, so here's our next breakdown and definition of our next word. So our next word is thermal energy. And here's what thermal energy means. The definition for this word is energy that is released as heat. So here's the breakdown. So, obviously fire could be an example of thermal energy. And like, thermal vision could also be an example of this. Our next word is mechanical digestion. We're going to give you a definition and a breakdown of this word. So what that means is when you physically break down your food. So it's an example of... So these two words will help you understand mechanical digestion. Now we got our last but not least word and our last breakdown. Here we go. Our last word is chemical digestion. And here's the definition. This process is when you chemically break down your food. Now here's the breakdown of chemical digestion. So basically like when you chew your food, it goes down your esophagus and goes down to your stomach, where your stomach acid breaks down food so you can digest. This has been a presentation by Crown Slack and Antonio Rodriguez.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to do it, you know what I'm saying? My real name is Dexter. I got a lot more diamonds too. I just got new diamonds, by the way. Oh, whoa. Dexter. Oh, baby girl, what you